Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today, we're showing you the seat covers on the 2006 Nissan Titan. All right, so we're getting started on this install 2006 Nissan Titan. As you can see, it's got some good miles on this inside here, and the driver's side, the backrest right here has worn out, and the bottom as well. And it's pretty common for me to see this, is to kind of keep the seats together. Customers have taken some tape, duct tape, and kept that together. So then the foam, because if you start losing that foam underneath, that's when you really get into troubles there. So it is good to just kind of keep the seat together there. But now what we're going to be doing is putting a new seat cover on top, and it's going to finish out real nice, look like this side over here. Here's the passenger seat that we've done. So the backrest and bottom is done over there. Now we're not doing covers on the armrest and headrest because these are actually pretty good shape. These don't get as much wear and tear as the backs and bottoms do. So, and the colors that we went with, black soft touch trim, charcoal soft touch insert with a diamond stitch. So that actually goes pretty well. You can kind of get away with it without doing the headrest and armrest on this set with those colors. But we'll show you the install and how to get these on. Now, the first one we'll do is the driver bottom, and then we'll do the backrest next. Okay, so we're doing this bottom cover right here. As you can see, there's a cutout out here for the electrical control panel, and we'll get that tucked around in just a second here. Here's the back side of the cover, straps, Velcro back here. Also this diamond stitch, you can see the center is diamond stitched here. That's going to add double the foam backing, so it's going to be a little bit more comfy, and also just a really nice look when it's popping out like that. Just a nice three-dimensional pop right there. So we'll get this pushed through right here. So that's next thing, is to push this through here, and then there's going to be some straps here that are going to pass towards to the back. Now, one tip is raise this seat up as high as it'll go, and just to give yourself enough space to reach your hands underneath the seat. Always good when you have electric seats like this to raise it up as high as it'll go. Okay, so here's the outside. This is the trim section around the electrical panel. So the goal is to now get this tucked underneath here. So what I'm going to do is start working this underneath and tucking it underneath the plastic right there, like that. And I'm going to use the trim tool here to do that, and just slowly work that in and tuck it all around. All right, so we're finishing tucking this underneath this plastic trim right here. And again, you're just going to use this plastic trim tool that you have here, and just slowly work it around. And tuck it underneath there. Here we go. So now we got that tucked around. That all looks good. And then what we'll start doing is this string right here, I'm actually going to take this, and instead of going on the outside, a lot of customers will do that. That doesn't look very nice. You could do that. It still would be functional, but looks a lot better if you take the string and take it up through here, and we're going to pass it down on the inside of this plastic trim right there, and we're gonna tuck it into there, and then I'm gonna reach underneath and grab that and then pull it through, and then all of this is gonna come underneath, tuck underneath, and finish a lot better. All right, so on the front side, we already finished this out now and tucked that string in underneath here. Now we're working on this front side with these straps. We need to pass these back to the buckles. And on this particular Titan, it's kind of interesting. It has this front, there's like a front plastic section that the seat actually sits into. And an easier way to go about it would be to take these straps and you could pass those underneath this piece and it would still work like that. What I'm going to try to do here actually is pass this underneath the seat and above this plastic right here, because as the seat moves up and down, I don't want that stressing the strap. So we're gonna pass that above right there and then towards the back. And that way it's gonna, as the seat moves up, then this strap will stay nice and tight underneath the seat and not get separated and stretched as if it were, compared to if it was underneath this plastic piece right here. So pass that back. Now I just need to go on the back side, reach underneath, and find the ends of these two straps, and then put them through the buckles. All right, so we're on the back side. We passed those straps. There's two outside straps. Now these were a little tricky to pass through, so you might want to grab a drop light, put a light down here to see as you're passing these straps down. And there's gonna be a strap here, and then a strap, I've already put this one through the buckle, and this one right here. So you're gonna bring that back, put it through the buckle, and how you put these through is you slide it through this middle slot and then the outside slot right there. Nothing's gonna go through this slot because this slot, the only reason that's there is so it attaches, the buckle attaches to the cover there. So put that through, cinch that up like that right there. And then there's this other outside slot, or this outside buckle and strap that you'll do the same thing there. Now this middle slot, or this middle buckle right here, it's gonna have a strap that starts on the same side and then a buckle. And I get a common question here is, what is this one for? So this will actually go underneath the seat down to a solid connection, or a solid bar, and then back to itself. And that locks it in. So that's our locking strap, or also called the safety strap, just to make sure the seat cover never slides forward, locks it down, guarantees that it's never gonna move forward on you. Now on this particular Titan, I didn't find a bar, but I actually found a spot in the metal kind of housing underneath the seat right here, where there was a spot where I could slide the strap underneath and then through it and then back to this buckle right here, and then I'm going to cinch that down nice and tight right there. So we'll tighten those up, and then we're about done with that bottom. Oh, and the other thing I did as well is there's this outside string, this string right here that we passed down. I've tied this underneath the seat, and I actually did that first, and now I'm doing the straps on top of it, and I'm just going to pull that string up and nice and tight against the bottom of the seat right there. Okay, so I've pulled that nice and snug, and we're good to go on that one there. So we're sliding this over the armrest section. There's this cutout for the armrest right there, and you're gonna just slide that over, pull it down right there, and then the armrest will be able to sit up, push back up into that cavity right there. So now that we got that over, we'll finish pulling this over right here, and then do this lumbar piece over here. So I'm doing the lumbar knob section right now, and what I realized is do this very first, even before you do the armrest section up over here. So I have this cover pretty much pulled up over onto the side, slid over like that. So I'm gonna do this very first right now, because if not, you just don't have enough space to shift it around. So now it's just easy like that to be able to put this on. Do this again very first. Now I can start to adjust this cover back over, straighten it up, and then slide over that armrest section there. So for these headrest sections right here, you need to finish it out like this. You're gonna tuck it underneath the little headrest trim plastic, and you can actually do that with your hands on this one. There is that white trim tool that you can use as well, but this simulated leather fabric actually stretches enough that you can just tuck that around with your hands, or again, you use that white trim tool and just tuck it underneath there. That works as well. So that's the headrest section. It should finish out like that. Now for the airbag compatible section, this is where there's going to be these 3 pieces of Velcro that can blow through if the airbag ever needs to deploy. You're just going to take those, stick those together like that right there, right like that. Okay, so there's the outside section. So that's all good to go right there. Now it's time to take this and pass this through the spot between the backrest and the bottom. Push that through, and then it's going to attach to Velcro on the back. So I've tucked the fabric through right here. Just push that through. On this Titan, there's actually quite a bit of space. So some vehicles, this is a really tight space to pass the fabric through. And if it's really tight, what you're going to want to do is get the plastic bag that your seat covers come in, put that bag down on the seat, and then push this through. It's going to decrease the friction as you push that through. So that's a little trick there for you. But on this Titan, again, big space, so a lot easier to just push this through, so no problem with that. Now we're going to go on the back side and take that felt that we just pushed through and attach it to the Velcro. So we're on the back side now. You can see this is the special ops pockets on the back here, and this is made out of the black canvas fabric. And you'll see that the sides of it right here, this is all simulated leather, and then right when you get to the very back panel, this is all black canvas. And that's the reason for that, is that there's this increased durability for when you have the guns and ammo back here and rifles hanging down, and it's just a little bit more durable for lots of weight back here hanging. So backside is that black canvas. We're gonna flip up this pocket right here, and you're gonna see there's this Velcro on the back side right here, and we're gonna take this felt, give it a nice pull, tight pull, and then take this Velcro and attach that onto the felt and just lay it down smooth right there. That'll be the last bit of this backrest install. Now you can see that the fabric on the backrest is stuck down to that felt that I had pulled through, and so that's all looking great right there. Again, there's the attachment right there. Now these straps down below, this was from the seat base. What you can do is just reach these underneath and tuck them underneath to a solid spring underneath the seat, just to kind of get them out of the way and clean that up a little bit underneath the seat right there. Now we're gonna take this down, put the special ops pocket back down, and can attach these. These are just two kind of side clips right here. That way you can have this loose if you want to have it hanging down vertical, because when you're driving and you have rifles back here, you may want to have it just hang a little bit looser and to actually load gear inside here. If you have this solid bar in your truck, it's nice to be able to have this pocket out, load it up, and then you could strap it back up if you want to. And again, the pocket for the rifles is going to be this pocket that I'm opening up right here, and that's what's going to hold the weight of the rifles, is inside this pocket, not on these solid side straps. These straps are just to keep the pocket from swinging out, and again, the weight of the rifle goes inside these pockets right there. But that wraps up the install. What I'll do is just pop this headrest back in. Again, we're not covering the headrests on this one. Those are optional. You can cover headrests if you'd like to do that, but I'll put the headrest back in once I get my other hand here, pop that in, and we're all done with the install on this one. Thanks for checking us out. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Thanks so much.